The context API. Share reactive data anywhere in the component tree. Because React enforces one-way data flow where props can only be passed to their direct children, you end up with situations where you might need to pass a prop from one child to a descendant much further down the component tree. This requires that prop to pass between each intermediate child, which leads to a situation called prop drilling, and it's very frustrating to manage code like that. Context API allows you to place data somewhere in the component tree, then all children can have access to that data without needing to access it with a prop. The first step is to take the data and pass it to the React create context function. The context is then placed somewhere in the component tree, often at the global level, to provide data that can be shared across the entire application, like a theme or user authentication state. That's the context provider. Now any of the children can consume the data with the use context hook. Any components that consume the data will automatically re-render when the underlying data changes, just like they would with props. In addition to the hook, you can also use the consumer component as an alternative way to access the value. Context is a great way to share values, but it should be used sparingly because too much data can lead to performance issues, and it makes your components harder to test and compose together in a reusable way. But if you find yourself prop drilling, it's often the first option you'll want to look at as a potential solution.